Hey, AfterBuzzers, we're back in the Bahamas and there's so much drama. I just can't. But we're here to talk about it tonight. Let's tune in to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show at AfterBuzz TV.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
We are back. The gang is here. Gang. We are all here to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm so excited. We're at episode 4. The drama is piping hot. I don't even know where to start, but we're going to figure it out. I'm your host, Thomas Orlina, and I'm here with my lovely panel.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cynthia Nicole.
I'm Amanda Terry.
And oh my gosh, so we just finished watching the episode. We're live here in studio. Thank you for spending your Tuesday night with us. We appreciate all the views and comments. Make sure to follow us at AfterBuzz TV to get all the latest updates here. I mean, this episode started a little different, which was kind of cool. And I was reading David Quinn, who is somebody I follow on Twitter, was very adamant about wanting people's reactions of how the episode started, because it was more like a recap almost. And then the intro started.
Yes.
So there was a different way of presenting the show, but we get right into the Bahamas again with all this drama.
Yes.
Thoughts on the episode? How do we feel?
I've been waiting for this for how many years? This is probably the best episode that I've seen
was just
this
thinking
season.
that.
I was just like, wait, what's gonna happen next? Wait, who said what? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Literally.
This reminds me of old school episodes where it was really intense. We're back to
Yes.
that kind of level because it kind of dropped in past seasons, but this
Yeah.
episode really brought it.
It was
Yes.
super catty, and I loved it. I am all in for the drama.
Teddy and Doree have
Yes.
brought it.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
And should we be sending thank you gifts to Lisa Vanderpump for kind of making this pot even more juicier?
I love her. She is absolutely amazing. It's like she's almost childlike. Like she really brings that sort of energy to the
Yes.
show. I love it so much. I love her.
Yes. And like people in the comments, which I've been reading, like I literally go and read the comments throughout the week. It's probably the best thing ever because you guys are so into the show. The comments are so long. So I try to get through all of them, but everybody's opinions are scattered. Like I read the comments and people are like into it and like into this person and then hate this person. It's just so much going on the internet about how people feel about these characters.
Yeah.
I'm surprised in Teddy.
You're surprised in her.
I'm really surprised. Like I wanted her to be telling the truth, but I could kind of tell there was a little bit something fishy about it.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, I'm just like taken back. I can't believe that it's going this way.
It's going this way.
I really can't
She
believe it.
definitely put a twist on
Yeah,
this
she
show.
She did.
I'm sorry, but
I'm
she
excited about it.
Yes, she has me so fooled.
Yes, I agree.
But mind you guys, we're only, for our podcast listeners, we're only 4 episodes in. This is a 20-week plus
Woo,
show.
let's do it.
So,
Let's do it. I'm on
let's-
for the roller coaster.
If you think
Yes.
Teddy's fooling you, there's a lot of other women that are going to
Yeah,
be fooling
I
you
can't
along the
wait.
way. So we get into the episode, and it's kind of interesting to see how they broke up the groups. You know, you have Teddy, who you would never imagine to be with Erica
Right.
on a golfing excursion. You have Lisa and Kyle, who are on this shopping extravaganza, which is typical. And then you have the
Love
other
it.
4 ladies. Did anybody notice that Lisa, Renna, and Erica were split amongst like the group? And
Oh, I
it was-
didn't.
Because the only reason why I bring that up is because somebody brought that up on Twitter, and I just wanted to see if anybody else noticed that they weren't together. So it was like one in one ear, one in the other ear, and just kind of creating this divide.
Because
Stirring
last
that
year,
pot.
like they were so together. So, yeah, I really like Teddy and Erica's friendship. That
Yeah,
that was
it's
a twist. I didn't even think about that yet.
I like it.
Yeah.
it's
What do you guys think?
I think it's like refreshing because when I have beef with somebody, it's always nice to have an opportunity to start over and
Like, hash it out.
hash it out, and then kind of see where things form. I think those are like sometimes, not all the time, but like when a friendship really gets solid is just kind of realizing that you guys didn't get along at first, but then finding commonalities, and they seem to have a healthy friendship. What about you? What do you think?
I agree 100%, but I have to say I'm so taken aback. Why in the world are Dorit and Lisa Vanderpump in the same room together? I still am so confused by this, you guys. I really, really don't understand.
Okay, let me put it to perspective.
like-
So your girlfriend, who you are close with, has the biggest room on the property. This humongous property. It's the biggest thing ever. Would you not want to share a suite, the biggest suite ever, with her?
I'm confused at the whole dog situation. You know what I mean? Like they had that beef with the dog situation, so I just don't understand like why they're in the same.
Dorit kind of made it to a point where she wants to patch things up with Lisa Vanderpump.
okay.
So she's like, they were in the private jet on the first episode, and Dorit was trying really hard to get back on her good graces.
Okay.
Because of everything, Lisa cut her off the magazine. They have not resolved that whole beef. So
I feel like Dorit kind of does that a lot.
she's doing it on this season. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
To me, it looked like Lisa and Dorit are not even friends.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I was just like, where's the loyalty at?
Like
yeah.
when Dorit like called her out at dinner.
Yes.
Saying like, I believe you, Teddy.
Like, I mean, before in the hotel room, yes, like that was so wrong. Like, I even was like, you don't do that.
And I'm
like,
actually really surprised that Lisa Vanderpump wasn't a little bit more pissed off.
Aggressive about it.
And aggressive. But here's my thing. When I'm backed up against the wall, I put myself in Lisa Vanderpump's shoes. I want to get the hell out of the Bahamas. So I'm just going to get through everything and just get back home to my husband and just let people just do this right now because I just can't. I can't.
agreed.
Really? But I feel like she looked like she was gonna walk away and cry, and then she couldn't get a hold of her husband because all the static.
Yeah, I
and
felt
Of course they
so
showed that.
bad.
Yes.
I mean, at her, I felt like if I went through that, I would be so alone.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she felt that because
She-
they
I think
didn't
she did.
continue.
I'm sure she did.
I think
that
she did
was
feel
like she feeling alone, like nobody. I mean, Kyle did go after her to
Right.
check up on her, but I knew Kyle would. She always does.
Lisa gets up and leaves a lot. Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah. She has
like
been,
she
yeah.
is always like the one I'm out. Like she just kind of, but you know, I can respect that because maybe she doesn't want to be so confrontational, so she kind of just, you know what I mean, leaves before anything kind of goes
Maybe
down.
she can't
but
like handle
it
it.
seems to me
either.
like, yeah, like,
especially with her, you know, her brother and
she has
everything.
other more important things kind of
Yeah.
to focus on.
Well, I'm not going to do this after show without talking about that daiquiri bike.
Oh my gosh!
Because let me tell you, for our podcast listeners and for our viewers out there, we live in LA and everyone in LA loves a good cocktail, especially myself. So the fact that
What's your favorite cocktail?
Oh God, there's too many. I mean, we'll be here all night. We literally would be.
at least. No?
I'm really into like tequila right now.
Okay.
Well, I love
Yeah,
tequila.
I'm really into
Patron.
that right now. Patron, yes.
Yes, yes.
So Lisa Rinna talking about wanting to have this. I really think that she should.
I think it'd be good,
Yes.
especially in LA. I think it would work. People love exercise and they love to drink. Like it's
Honestly,
a match made in heaven.
after this episode, I'm hoping that Lisa Rinna like went to all of her QVC people
Right?
and got that stuff going because there are other people out there that are gonna copy this idea.
I would do it. I
Yeah.
would go. I would go ride the bike, wouldn't you? Like mix my own margarita. Like,
I think
would
it's
do it.
awesome. So yeah, I love that. You know, again, we're seeing all the women kind of go in their separate ways. Teddy is just trying to golf and she's just trying to figure it out.
I'm
but
surprised that she was so bad at that.
I was too.
Because she's like athletic. You know what I mean? But golf is
Yeah.
hard. Have you guys ever
But-
tried to golf?
I have. It is not as
Miniature
easy as it
golf?
looks.
I just like to go to the driving range and just like
Yeah.
whack it. You know what I mean? I'm not about like
I would go to the driving range first, practice, and then, you know,
agreed.
go hang out.
Yeah.
Does anybody else do miniature golf? Because I like
I
that.
Miniature
love
golf is
miniature
fun.
golf.
That's
Golfing.
fun. That's
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
fun.
it is
But I
fun.
have to say, Teddy, her style has really amped up since last season. I
Mm-hmm.
love the, you know, the white ensemble, the very
The sleek
beach vibes.
ponytail.
Yes, the gold earrings. Hoops. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I
You
got
love
my
the hoops,
yes.
girl.
I love the hoops. I even wore them for tonight.
Yes, I love it.
In honor of Teddy.
Yes.
So while all these girls are having a great time, we get to the yacht, and the women that are on the yacht are kind of talking about the dog. Or I'm sure the cameras were rolling and they were talking about many different things, but you know, we're talking about Lucy again. So
The dang dog. Here we
Lisa
go.
Rinna seems to be gassing the pedal with it was a setup. This is a setup. And then
Yeah.
Dorit is kind of
On the fence.
on the fence, but at the same time, she knows how the show is. She knows that this is controversy. She knows it's controversial and it's drumming up a conversation. Denise is over there.
I like Denise.
I like
She's
Denise
a breath
also.
Of fresh air.
She is a breath of fresh air, but after saying that you don't know what's going on by like
Over and over.
I would hope that she would know what's going on, but I do love her. I think she's
I
great.
like her, but her fashion girlfriend.
You know what?
Girlfriend.
She's super humble and I love
Yes,
it.
She
I
is.
love
I
it,
really
but
like
just
it.
like maybe
Amp
some
it up.
earrings, some, you know.
I mean, she is
some
on the Real
curl
Housewives of
the
Beverly.
hair, wear it down,
Yeah.
like just like maybe a flowy
little bit more
top.
effort?
Yes.
So
'Cause
we
she's
learned
gorgeous.
she is.
Yes.
Some hoops.
Yes.
What we learned also about this revelation is that Maddie existed, which was a dog prior to Lucy
Yes.
that Dorit got at the shelter as well, that bit one of her kids.
Oh yeah, it was the kid.
It was one of the kids that she gave back. So,
two
two dogs.
From
I didn't-
Vanderpump Dogs.
Did
Girl,
you guys know that?
yes, we were watching it.
No, tonight, yes, but before I just
No.
thought it
No,
was
this
Lucy.
just came up
No,
tonight.
this came out
No,
tonight.
with Maddie, yeah. It came up tonight.
So the fact
Oh
that
my
there's
goodness.
2 dogs now,
Now I understand Lisa's point of
yeah,
view.
it's
and-
become like
yeah.
a trend, and then the fact that she's not getting the dogs back, it's going like all different places.
I'm sorry, but dogs aren't like little pieces of Louis Vuitton purses that you
can
can
just
just
throw away and
and then
give back.
return it. You know.
I really think that Dorit should. I agree with Camille 100%. I think Dorit should have called Lisa and told her the situation before. I really, really do. I don't understand why
'Cause you're
Dorit waited till after.
friends.
Not even that. It's just like it came from Vanderpump Dogs. So hey, guess what? This is what's going on. This is what's going on with the
Absolutely.
dog. She should have called. And I think Camille is like the most level-headed one on the show.
Yes, we will see.
100%.
Yes.
We will see soon in our tweets that a lot of people are siding with Camille's
I like Camille.
thoughts as well as Amanda here, because Camille just says it how it is. And not just that, she's had beef with Dorit. So she's not buying this let's trash Lisa Vanderpump to the ground, because Lisa Vanderpump has never really had that kind of issue hardcore with Camille.
Right.
So of course Camille is going to say, wait, Dorit, you are wrong here, and
Yeah.
you should have done that, because she's called her the C word. She's done so many
That was-
different
But
things.
do you see how they all twist it instead of taking their own responsibility?
opinion,
Yes,
even.
and they're twisting it on Lisa. And like now, I'm kind of understanding like
Mean Girls?
Yeah,
It was Mean Girls. It really was. And
The past 2 episodes have been kind of Mean Girls.
I really honestly I believed Lisa from like the beginning of the show, like when she was talking about like, or
Vanderpump.
this episode. Yes, Lisa Vanderpump. I'm sorry. Yes, Lisa Vanderpump. I believed that. I believed her. And then Teddy just I can't.
Because she wasn't in the space
can't-
to concoct a drama this season.
just
She
like-
just with her brother's passing and with everything going on, maybe previous seasons she might have concocted something crazy like this for
Right.
drama, but because of the
She's just
mindset that
worn
she was
out.
in, she didn't have the time. It just so happened that the narrative is this, and I can relate to Lisa Vanderpump, her track record of having those kind of things doesn't help your situation now.
Agreed.
I'm
because
sorry. I believe Lucy the dog. I'm sorry.
I can't say the-
I can't. But I believe
What do
you.
you guys
No, I
think?
believe you. I believe you.
I like animals more than people, so
Yes.
I agree, Cynthia.
Yes.
I'm with Lucy.
I'm with Lucy, the new hashtag here at AfterBuzz TV.
I'm with Lucy. Let's do it.
Exactly. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So transitioning into Lucy, somebody that wants to talk about Lucy very badly is Miss Kyle in the shopping area. She's trying to get the tea. We're trying to recap last night. We're trying to get Lisa Vanderpump to discuss how she feels, but Lisa Vanderpump is not having it. She's not really wanting to talk about it, and I get it. You're shopping. You're drained. You just want to look at clothes and spend your money.
Yeah.
Girl, she did. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but Kyle is just kind of. Sometimes I think in that moment is like it's the producers in your ear. Like she was just so wanting Lisa to talk about. So
Yeah.
have you talked to Dorit? Did you know?
Yeah.
And I get it. I mean, they've been on the show for 10 years. I think that 9 seasons, 10 years, whatever. And the fact that she continuously wanting to talk about it. It's great for us because we want to know. But did you feel like Kyle was pushing it a little bit too much with Lisa?
She was like jabbing her. You know what
Wanting
I mean?
to get the tea.
Lisa's just like, oh, this is a beautiful top. Like, did you notice?
Yeah,
And
of
she
course.
kept trying to like push it aside.
What do you think, Thomas? Do you feel that she was pushing it, or she just wanted to know the gossip?
It's hard, I do love Kyle,
Yeah.
and I know that Kyle means well. I think in that moment she really did want Lisa Vanderpump to just express how she feels, because Kyle is so transparent with how she feels. I think sometimes on the show you probably just don't realize that you're doing it on camera and it looks crazy.
Because it gets so real.
Yeah, because it gets so real that, yeah, of course, if the cameras were here and if we were just shopping, I'd be like, so what happened? What happened?
Girl,
What happened?
yeah.
But because the cameras are on, it makes for this Kyle being a little bit too needy.
It's like the pressure too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I
Every
really think...
word you say is going to come back to you. So you just have to make sure, like on our after show. So, kind of Kyle basically goes into letting Lisa Vanderpump know that I just want to let you know that everybody thinks that you set this up. So this is like Lisa Vanderpump's first introduction to, wait, everybody thinks that I set her up. Do you think that Lisa Vanderpump set her up?
No, I don't.
Well, I do have a question. why did Kyle talk to Teddy and then she talked to Lisa? So I think that she's egging both of them
I think so,
on.
too.
So I can't agree with one
So
person.
she's kind of playing a baby Lisa Rinna.
Yes, but Lisa Rinna is more vindictive and the villain of the show.
And smiling while she does
she's
it.
like
I
inside
love her.
laughing, right? But I feel like both of them, I have to say both, like Kyle got both of them. She's
Yeah.
bringing both information to their ears.
Absolutely. I mean, we'll have to see, but we're gonna continue on with our conversation here at AfterBuzz TV. But we have, of course, our special announcement for you.
Hi everyone! Did you know we are the ESPN of TV talk? So I hope you guys are watching Reality Housewives of Beverly Hills, giving us a thumbs up, commenting all your beautiful comments, even the negative comments, please. So help us and rate us on iTunes also. And I just want to say thank you so much for all of the support, all the beautiful comments, everything you guys write, and you send out the tweets. And thank you for all of the support. And keep on watching.
Yes.
Yes. Well, thank you again, subscribers, listeners, viewers. We really appreciate it. We know this season is probably one of Beverly Hills' best seasons in a long time. So everybody is very heated in the comment box. Again, we read all your comments here. And thank you for that announcement.
Thank you.
So these women are at this point, you know, it's a setup. Dorit is torn on the yacht, and now Teddy feels 100% set up in this situation.
She was super adamant about it. Like
She was.
I almost believed her. Like, didn't she act so well? How she was just like, I didn't do this. I don't lie. Like, she was so adamant about it. I wanted to believe her, but I truly, truly did believe Lisa from the beginning. I did.
You did.
Did you believe Lisa?
I believe. Vanderpump. I did believe Lisa because of the situation that she's going with her brother passing. Because I think people that are going through grief and stuff like that, they don't have the physical or mental energy to do something like this.
It's very true.
She has Vanderpump. She has her Vanderpump spin-off show. She has her restaurant. She has all the money that anybody could ever want. I don't think that like this was something that she would like intentionally plan.
And it makes it her Vanderpump dog. It makes it look bad.
Yeah, it really does. But this whole moment where Lisa Vanderpump calls Teddy, I mean, you just didn't know what was gonna happen. But I don't appreciate when like I'm wanting somebody to come to my hotel room and the first thing that the person says, Teddy enters in.
Here for an apology. Like, I was just like,
You just say, hi, how are you? Can we talk?
Yeah. It was a very bizarre entrance.
Yeah, it was
and I like Teddy, but
Yes,
that was
me
just
too.
when she walked in, it was immediately, I mean, but Lisa is just again very stoic. She's just like has that like it's just almost like she wasn't gonna give that reaction that Teddy was I think maybe wanting of, okay, yes, I'm sorry. People know that you don't get sorry from Lisa Vanderpump right off the bat.
I was just thinking that in my
It
head.
took Kyle years to get a sorry from Lisa Vanderpump. So to think that you're gonna get that, I think almost, jumping ahead real quick, when she went back to Kyle and her were talking and she was saying, I'm drained and this and that, like Kyle is just probably feeling like I've been through that before. So hearing somebody say that is just like, of course you didn't get a sorry.
yeah.
Almost. But they're in this whole beef situation. It's the sweet doesn't get so sweet. It's a room I would not want to be in. But
Definitely not.
I almost forgot that Dorit was in that room
did
until
too.
I
Me
almost forgot when
too.
she's like, "Where's Dorit?" And she walks down the hallway, and Dorit is like in a towel. She's probably
like,
doesn't
"What?
even realize that the
What?"
cameras are coming because she just got out the shower.
Yeah, like, what?
But she's like, "Oh God, the cameras are coming." So that's a real moment, and that's what makes the Real Housewives so real. Is that's those moments that you get where she wasn't ready.
Dorit's hair was done, so it looked like she was ready.
I mean,
And like her hair was so cute.
She
Wait,
was-
did she
The
do it
short-
herself?
I-
Or
I
like,
think she
you know
has a
how Erica-
squad that was there.
But she doesn't show her squad, like
Not like
Erica
Erica,
does.
yeah.
No, because Erica was a pioneer
Let's talk
to
about
this
Erica.
whole thing. Yes,
We haven't really talked. I love Erica so
Yeah.
much.
I do too. I think Erica brings a lot to the show, and this episode, she's just kind of chilling. It's not really circulating her, and I think Erica gets in it when it's about her. But because it's not about her, she's not the type to just dive into the pool. She's like,
I appreciate that.
yeah.
I like that.
So she brings a flair to it, and I don't think, I mean, we're 4 episodes in. We can't be so thirsty for like Erica to come out like that. They give her, Erica is Erica, so she's definitely going to have her moment on the show where we saw that she's going to be performing.
Yeah.
But this actually happens in real life. I don't know if you guys have been through it where like girls, you tell each other something, or guys. Like,
are you kidding me?
I feel like this episode really happens to people in real life.
Oh yeah, this show
like,
is
very
this
relatable.
is very relatable.
Yeah, I think that's why I felt it so much. How I was saying, like, I wanted to believe Teddy, and then the whole Lisa thing, and
Yeah.
it is like a Mean Girls.
It
Definitely.
is. It was definitely a Mean Girl situation. We also thankfully got to see a clip of Lisa talking to her employee, her partner. I'm sorry.
Favorite.
That was pretty adamant about being a partner and not an employee. But he had his own peace of mind to say, and he seemed pretty upset with what was happening and how Lisa was talking to him. And I don't think that was scripted.
He was like shutting it down.
I think he was shutting it down. But through the phone, you never know. I mean, we didn't get to see him. It wasn't through a FaceTime. But do we think that this was all done by Vanderpump Dog's staff and had nothing to do with Lisa? She just happened to get in the puddle of this all because at this point, it looks like John was really pissed. I mean, even the way that he presented Lucy.
But as an employee, you can talk to your boss
partner.
like that with that.
Partner.
He's a partner.
I mean,
Okay,
you get
he's not the
fired
employee.
for behaving that way.
Oh, well, let's see what happens next episode. 'Cause I think he's gonna be gone.
And Ken,
And Ken came out. Ken pulled.
Yes, I
Ken
was
pulled
proud
it
to see
through.
Ken, like, like, let me show you. Let me tell you what's going on.
Yes. I hear
really
you.
like
But
that.
it's going to be interesting to see what happens with their staff, if there's any changes or, if there's something that gets added in their contracts where employees don't talk to anybody about any dogs. It's very confident. It's like a hospital,
It
basically.
should be like that.
You
it
don't go
should.
around sharing medical records with other people just because or for conversation talk. That's like super private. So
Yeah.
I'm
what-
sure she's just going to make some adjustments.
They probably wanted some TV time. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Think about
A
it.
theory.
Think about it.
A narrative
I mean,
was
come
built.
on.
Yeah, I mean,
Who knows?
It's intense. I know that the people that work for Lisa are very passionate about animals, as they should be,
Yes.
working for her. So it's basically a big mystery that we're all salivating off everything that happens on this show.
But first of all, shouldn't Lisa have talked to her friends about the situation, not have the employees
Agreed.
be like, gossiping about it when they're at the, Vanderpump shelter?
Yeah,
the
no, I
dogs?
agree. I think that she's probably going to change some of her, contracts with a bunch of her employees that this doesn't happen again, because it's an unfortunate situation, but it brings Lisa Vanderpump's storyline alive. It brings everybody alive. We're only here. This is way better than Pantygate. I mean, if we have to talk about Lucy the whole season, I'm fine with
I
that.
feel like it's gonna happen.
Wait,
Yeah.
did it look like she had her own Instagram? Because I saw the picture of Lucy in the beginning.
I mean,
and
she's more famous than all three of us combined here.
She probably does.
we need
have
to
her on
find Lucy
Instagram.
on Instagram and bring her on this show.
Exactly.
Hashtag I'm with Lucy.
I'm with Lucy. So we get to the ending of the episode. We get to this dinner. It's unfortunate that all these meals are being ruined by just all the drama. It's every time there's food on the table, on the beach. The last episode when Dorit left. This one, Lisa Vanderpump leaves. It's like no one can have a peaceful meal.
I would have just.
been Denise Richards.
yeah,
exactly.
But they
on?
were
What's going-
clubbing, so that looked like a lot of fun.
We didn't see
Yes.
that much of it.
Yeah,
Dang
we
it,
didn't
I
get
wish
to see
they
it.
would have showed
Yeah,
that. I really
that
wish they
looked
would have showed some of the
fun.
club. Lisa
Yes.
Rinna was getting down.
Yes.
They were all getting
With
down.
her bad self. I love Lisa
Before
Rinna.
they
Yes.
got down, things were getting down because
yeah.
Dorit was late, and everybody was at the table. People knew something happened because people's faces again
I'm so
were
sorry,
not.
I'm late.
Yeah, people were not into it.
And they continued talking like it didn't even matter.
Lisa Vanderpump felt like no one was talking to her, which, those are not the greatest positions to be in, especially when there's a group and you
not
can
fun.
sense the energy. It's very mean girl. But Dorit basically is siding with Teddy, and whom she's known for a few months, really, and just trashing Lisa Vanderpump and not really being there for her. What do we think about that?
in the hotel room before they went to dinner.
No, at this dinner.
Right, but in the hotel room before they went to
She
dinner,
also shaded
you could
her.
you could tell that Dorit was a little like she thought something was fishy. She really didn't know what to think.
Yeah.
It should have been talked about then.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have threw her under the bus at the table. That was so messed up.
Yeah, I think she already felt like, oh, I believe you, Teddy, and then Lisa gave her like
was
one
like-
last glance.
Yeah.
But like to a friend that you're that close with, like, would you really do that?
And you got to go back to the room with her.
And go back to the room with her.
Or maybe it's called payback.
Payback.
Oh.
Or maybe that face.
Okay, Lisa Renna.
Podcast listeners, we're looking at Cynthia's face, and that was a very yes. So let's just point out something real quick, because I know this is going to come out in the comment boxes. Teddy in the room, we're going back a beat. Teddy is showing these text messages that are cropped.
It was cropped.
Cropped texts, screenshot, lift, adjust.
It was literally just like one little bloop.
Why? Why does that?
She was hiding something.
Do you feel like she was hiding something?
We saw the printout.
Yeah, the printout.
kids-
We
Well,
know.
Why
I mean, we
why
know
would
what
you
an.
hide something and then humiliate Lisa in front of everybody if you're hiding something?
That's
Like,
the
are you
point. She
afraid? Because when I saw what she did, I feel like that was last season. If she did that with the screenshots, that's what she would do last season. This season, I wanted her to show the full printout.
And Ken showed it.
Ken
Yeah.
did. Ken did,
showed
but
it.
there we got some crop text messages were kind of crazy. But at that point,
Yeah.
Lisa Vanderpump had enough. She was getting really attacked. It was the last night. She had to wake up at 4 anyways. I mean, at that point, it was fine for her to go away because it was
Yeah.
like, I need to sleep, which she didn't sleep. But the fact that
Was she
Dorit,
crying?
You mean
No,
Lisa
is that-
Vanderpump?
Lisa Vanderpump, yeah, she was out of there. And, you know, Kyle, like a true bestie, went after her and was kind of talking to her, not wanting her to leave like that. But after you've left, Lisa Vanderpump is not going to come back to
But
the
don't
table.
you guys think that Dorit should have went to go talk to her if she's her so-called
Well, no,
true
Dorit
friend?
just threw her under the bus, though.
Yeah, Dorit
But,
was not
like,
going to be there.
But even like if I knew like
Upset someone.
yeah, like let me go and see, let me talk to
I think
her.
because
Why
Dorit had made the
Kyle?
decision that she was going to play the role of somebody who just was not sure. So she
Yeah.
wasn't going to leave and she didn't know what to do. So she just sat down. And because I think Kyle noticed that she was going to sit down like that, Kyle did the next best thing, which was she's the closest one into the group with her. So if I was Kyle, I would have went and looked on my friend. But Dorit,
I felt Dorit knew exactly what she was doing. Do you guys
I
agree?
agree with you. I
She
agree
knew
with you.
exactly what she was
I agree
doing.
with you.
well, we still have tweets to go. Definitely, let's continue on the conversation. Oh, before I forget, the Rolex, the $10,800 Rolex that gets delivered at dinner. I mean, you can't plan it better. Mauricio, I need a Mauricio in my
I
life.
know, he's like, I approve for you to buy it.
Yeah,
Like-
I approve for you to buy it, and then the
Husband of
fact
the
that
Year
it gets
award.
delivered at 9 o'clock, whatever
Right.
whatever
Yes.
time that was before they were having dinner. I mean,
Right.
that's Beverly Hills. That's
Yes.
So
Beverly
they
Hills.
brought the Beverly Hills to the
Yes.
Bahamas.
Yeah, they brought the Beverly Hills to the
I loved
Bahamas.
it.
It was a collab. For all of our beauty influencers out there, it was a collab. So they partied after this dinner. It was great. I mean, we were pretty we got to see a little bit of partying, and again, we'll continue on with the conversation. I hear we're doing something a little different on AfterBuzz. We have tweets here, so I'm just going to quickly go through them, and then we'll get the opinions here in studio. So this comes from Nikki. Camille is having none of Dorit's BS. Hashtag ROHBH.
Agreed.
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 This one comes from Brandon. Erica and Rinna are so obvious. They each took Dorit and Teddy on separate outings to stir and turn them against Lisa Vanderpump.
That's exactly what I felt.
I'm looking at Nene leaks here, and I have the I see you
Yes.
gif.
Nene.
Any thoughts about that? I mentioned that earlier only because I pulled these tweets.
I almost like had a realization. You did mention that, but
Yeah.
when, like, oh my gosh.
I
have-
agree with
Wow.
We have some hardcore fans, so
Yes.
it's just the best to go on Twitter after the show, or
Right?
actually while it's going on. And we have one from Teddy Meadowcamp, so stay tuned. This comes from Kiki Wood. I used to love Lisa Rinna, but this season she's becoming a disgusting, bleep, hateful bee. Hashtag real talk. She has.
was loaded.
It's very obvious that she has switched the flipped the switch. I'm sorry, on how she is portraying herself this season.
Right.
Last season, people were like, okay, she's at the end of the sofa. She's making her way off the show.
Yeah.
She's making her way all the way right to Andy Cohen on this reunion.
Yes.
I think
Andy
she's
Cohen.
more fun.
More fun?
Yeah,
I
I don't know about
She's
that.
really
Energy.
invested into this
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
The girls
Yeah.
are set up. They have their campaigns. They're killing in the fashion runway
she's-
world.
Woo!
So she can do it now.
Yeah, I feel more villain.
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 Yes.
Villain.
This comes from our lovely Teddy, Real Housewife of Beverly Hills. LVP has no communication ever with the guy who runs her events. Really? Question mark? So she's insinuating that, oh, so you don't have John's number? You don't
I thought that was
text?
weird too.
You don't have any communications, she says here. LVP has no communication ever with the guy who runs her events. Really? Question mark? Exclamation mark?
Wasn't that who
Shouldn't
she
she?
was? That the Johnny Blizzard, right?
Yes.
Blizzard. Wasn't she on the phone with him in the hotel?
I think that she was talking about the other John, the John Sessa
I was
guy.
gonna say, but I'm a bit surprised. I would think that she would have his number.
He would have to
Correct?
call her if something
Correct?
happened, or maybe
Just anything. You should
Well,
have
like an
Teddy
emergency
knows.
alert
Teddy
of
watched the
dogs.
episode and she knew that those text messages were coming out. So Teddy obviously is not going to stay silent. So that's just going to give us something to have a migraine over. Ming Ming Cherry says Camille is right. Dorit is shady. Rena is staring the pot. Denise is confused. Hashtag Mean Girls.
Agreed 100%.
Yes,
Love you.
yes.
Love
Yes.
it. Love it.
Here we go. Chris says, why did Teddy Meadowcamp show an altered text? Why was it cut off and not even on the screen for a second? Teddy is running scared. We already talked about that.
Yes.
Kalo says, I think that's a typo. Teddy, Kyle, and Rinna realize they are making themselves look like a-holes going after Lisa Vanderpump.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
It's definitely looking like a
to go after Lisa
attack.
Vanderpump, that takes a lot of courage.
Yes,
Yeah.
takes a lot of courage, but they're definitely chugging away here.
Yeah, they are.
Last tweet of the night. Again, if you want to be featured on AfterBuzz TV, let's do this. Hashtag RHOBH AfterBuzz TV so that we can pull your tweets for everybody listening. This one is our last one. But Kyle, you and Teddy and Rinna are the only ones talking about the dog to each other.
We just need to stop talking about the dog.
That's not gonna
Right?
happen. That is not gonna happen.
they need to name a movie.
Yes.
Find Lucy.
I love Lucy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we are going on through the show, and we have some news and gossip for you and some things to look at. Let's take a look real quick.
Okay, so everybody, I just want to literally share a throwback of Lisa Rinna. Wow.
That's Lisa
Wowzer.
Rinna?
Yes.
I wish I had my glasses.
Yes, she posted that on
Gorgeous.
Instagram.
She looks beautiful.
Gorgeous. I love her
Her hair.
hair, man. Bring that back,
And she
Miss
is
Rinna.
She's always fit.
Yeah,
Teen
she
fit.
has amazing body.
Yes,
She looks good.
great.
All right, and for those people that are heavy on Instagram, as you know, aside from Kylie being the 21-year-old billionaire, Lisa Rinna and Chris did a mini campaign, and we're looking at it right now, right?
Yes. I don't know if you guys have seen it because the movie Captain Marvel
Marvel just came out.
is coming out March 8th, so this Friday. And they did a commercial with showing a throwback at Blockbuster,
Yes.
which is
Iconic.
Yes.
Iconic.
Bring it back. We need a Blockbuster again.
The kids these days will never know.
Yes.
They'll never know the struggle of
Yes.
VHS.
So you guys can check it out, and it was really great.
Yes.
So just
So
you can
Lisa
Google.
Rinna captions it. Watch what happens when at Kris Jenner and I come face to face with Captain Marvel. Catch the movie in theaters Friday. Hashtag ad. So
Yeah.
if nobody has seen this, oh look, Eileen Davidson. That's nice. She left a comment. If
Oh,
you guys want to
wonderful.
check this out, make sure to go to Chris's Instagram profile and Lisa Rinna because they're both there. It was pretty entertaining.
Yes.
And
Yes.
there's more to come, I believe, tonight. So there's an extended clip or something that they're
Oh,
going to
cool.
put out. So let's get into some quick predictions, ladies.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Anybody want to start?
Next episode, I am ready for it.
The text messages I'm ready for.
I'm
Yeah.
actually really excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I feel that Dorit is in on it. That's my prediction.
Oh,
She's
that's a
in
good
on
one.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
My prediction, Denise Richards is still confused.
You might be onto something here. And no shade,
Good one.
Denise.
Yeah, no
But
shade, Denise. I love you.
Yes.
Love you,
But
but I'm confused.
by now, if I hear confused on the next episode, I just don't want to hear that anymore, girl. Like, I really don't. I really can't.
What's your predictions,
My
Thomas?
prediction is that somebody might storm off from this conversation in Lisa Vanderpump's house when the text messages come up. I think it might be a little bit of a heated situation. Somebody's going to get up from that situation, I think. I don't know. It's a prediction. But we'll have to find out. We have a lot more coming here at AfterBuzz TV. We have a whole season for you. We're only on episode 4. Our hardcore fans out there know that this is like a 20-week show. So we
Yes.
appreciate you guys being there. Before we sign off, we want to say goodbye, right?
Yes, you guys can follow me on all of my social media, or at least Instagram, under at Cynthia Nicole 5.
You can follow me on Twitter _@makeupmandy with an I, Instagram @makeup_mandy with an I.
Yes, and I'm your host, Thomas Orlina. As you guys know, I have a brand new talk show. It's called Two Besties Together. You can find it on Instagram. We have our own talk show profile at Two Besties Together. We're talking so many different fun topics. You could find me at Thomas Orlina. And I just want to say shout out to all of our comments out there because we really appreciate it. I read one this week that said that our show helps them get through their drive home from work.
Awesome.
So
Yes.
just to get that love, we really
Yay.
appreciate it. No comment gets unnoticed. We love you
Yes.
guys. And if you want to continue the conversation, follow us on our platforms. We will see you here next Tuesday.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.